Amid the bleakness lies the third circle, where an eternal deluge rains heavily upon lost souls. This domain, bathed in a cold downpour, mud, and hail, serves as a chilling reflection of insatiable appetites. As the incessant rain echoes the lamentations of the damned, it becomes clear, these souls are trapped in their own making, weighed down by their boundless desire and relentless consumption. Commanding this sodden landscape is the monstrous Cerberus. His 3 growling heads mercilessly torment those buried in the mire below, each bite symbolic of a gluttonous vice. The beast's ravenous hunger is a mirrored curse, forever reminding these souls of their insatiable cravings, emphasizing the endless cycle of desire and the torment that accompanies overindulgence. Sinking deeper into the sludge, the observer encounters a familiar face, Chaco, once a renowned figure of Florence, now reduced to a pitiable state. His story unravels, revealing how indulgence can lead one astray, away from virtue. As he recounts tales of his city's imminent division, his words paint a broader image of humanity's incessant yearning, how overconsumption can blur our vision and lead us towards darkness. Amidst the ceaseless rain, another sight emerges, heaps of wasted food, rotting and swarmed by repulsive vermin. This putrid mountain serves as both a monument to their past indulgences and a present punishment. The message is clear: when we succumb to our desires without restraint, we might just find ourselves drowning in the very excess we craved, surrounded by the decay of our own making. As the tempestuous rain continues its assault, the gluttons are mired in their own despair. It's not just the physical torment they endure, but a mental anguish that pierces deeper. Their insatiable appetites once sought pleasure in life, but here, they're force-fed a bitter feast of regret. In this circle, Dante forces us to confront a question: what happens when our desires, unbridled and unchecked, consume us entirely? Enter Cerberus, hell's monstrous 3-headed hound. With each head snapping ferociously, he guards and torments the souls condemned here. His insatiable hunger mirrors that of the gluttons he oversees, a grotesque parody of their earthly vices. His very existence in this circle serves as a cautionary spectacle, that unchecked appetites, whether of beast or man, are destructive forces that lead to eventual ruin. Witness the never-ending, cold hailstorm. Each icy projectile represents the coldness the gluttons showed to others in their obsession for more. These souls, now unrecognizable, are buried in putrid slush. Their self-indulgence on earth has led to an eternity of frozen desires and stagnation. The punishment is fitting: their ability to move or act is restricted, just as their excessive cravings once inhibited their spiritual growth. The scene now shifts, and Dante's focus narrows to individual souls. Each has a story, a history of excess. One cries out, lamenting over past banquets and luxuries. Their personal narratives echo the collective suffering, giving a face to the general torment. These testimonies serve as grim reminders: beneath the filth and muck are individuals who once lived, laughed, and loved, but were ensnared by their appetites. Cerberus, the monstrous 3-headed dog, reigns over this circle. His role is not merely to guard but to torment. With his claws, teeth, and multiple howling mouths, he embodies the insatiable hunger that consumed the gluttons in life. Each of his actions is a metaphorical reflection of their earthly excesses. As Dante and Virgil navigate the terrain, Cerberus's roars serve as a chilling soundtrack, emphasizing the wild, untamed nature of unchecked desires. Beyond Cerberus, Dante observes deeper pools of muck where some souls are almost entirely submerged. These individuals represent the worst of the gluttons, those whose overindulgence knew no bounds. They are fully immersed in the consequences of their choices, their voices barely discernible amidst the bubbling sludge. It's a stark contrast to those in the shallower areas, emphasizing that even within hell, there are degrees of punishment relative to the severity of the sin. A chilling wind sweeps through, carrying with it an oppressive, fetid aroma. This is not just any wind but the collective sighs of the countless souls trapped here, lamenting their excessive desires. The continuous gusts serve as a physical manifestation of their remorse. Dante, holding a cloth to his nose, is visibly shaken, not just by the stench but by the realization of the profound misery that unchecked cravings can lead to in the afterlife. Amidst the pools and Cerberus's domain, there's a brief moment of human connection. Dante recognizes one of the submerged souls as a former acquaintance from Florence. This brief conversation is a sobering reminder that among these condemned spirits are people he once knew, real individuals who once laughed, cried, and lived. Their shared history makes the experience more visceral for Dante, emphasizing the universality of human flaws. As Dante and Virgil venture deeper into this circle, the icy rain intensifies, drenching them both. This relentless storm, never ceasing, is symbolic of the uncontrollable desires that consumed these souls in life. Each drop represents moments of overindulgence, and now they must endure the eternal weight of their choices. Dante looks up, letting the rain hit his face, perhaps contemplating the fleeting nature of earthly pleasures against eternal consequences. Cerberus, the monstrous three-headed dog, is a sight that haunts the very essence of Dante's being. Its growls reverberate, echoing the groans of the punished. Each head snaps ferociously, hungry for more than just the mud. Virgil, ever the protective guide, distracts the beast, allowing them safe passage. Dante's eyes, wide with terror, reveal a deeper understanding of the gravity of sins and their respective punishments. Sinking deeper into the mire, the souls of the gluttonous writhe in discomfort. For them, the earthly feasts have turned into an eternal famine of warmth and comfort. With each struggle, they only sink deeper, a cruel irony reflecting their insatiable appetites. The mud ensnares them, just as their excessive cravings once did, pulling them further from salvation and into despair. Dante, watching this, silently contemplates the repercussions of unchecked desires. Moving forward, Dante and Virgil come across a familiar face, Chaco, a once well-known figure from Florence. This encounter weighs heavy on Dante's heart, a reminder that even acquaintances and friends can fall victim to such vices. As Chaco speaks, his words paint a picture of political turmoil and upcoming strife for Florence. It's a brief yet poignant intersection of the personal and the political within this infernal journey. As the journey progresses, Cerberus, Hell's three-headed guardian of gluttony, emerges from the shadows. This monstrous beast, symbolic of insatiable hunger, growls and snaps at the ensnared souls, amplifying their torment. His three heads seem to represent past, present, and future indulgences, and his ever-watchful eyes serve as a grim reminder of the consequences of unchecked indulgence. With each growl, Dante is reminded that uncontrolled desires can consume a person from the inside out. Beyond Cerberus, Dante witnesses a relentless rain, dark and cold, pounding the souls below. Unlike any storm seen on earth, this tempest seems to drain all hope and warmth. The freezing rain symbolizes the cold emptiness that comes with overindulgence, where joy is fleeting and replaced by an icy void. Dante ponders how excess can blind one from realizing the spiritual starvation that ensues, leaving the soul parched and yearning for true sustenance. The scene transitions to a close-up of the suffering souls. Their faces contorted in anguish, they seem to be trapped in an endless cycle of reliving their earthly gluttony. Their constant craving, which brought fleeting pleasure in life, now brings an eternity of pain. These are souls that sought happiness in the material, only to find it elusive. Dante contemplates the true cost of seeking satisfaction solely from the physical world, reflecting on the deeper spiritual hunger that many neglect. The final image marks a turning point. As Dante and Virgil move forward, the dreary ambience of the gluttonous starts to fade. Though the horrors of this circle leave a lasting impression, there's a subtle hint of the next circle's impending challenges. The atmosphere thickens, signaling deeper horrors and lessons ahead. As Dante takes one last glance at the third circle, he girds himself for the next stage of his journey, aware that the path to redemption is long and filled with revelations.